Welcome to Sun News at Noon. I'm Abby Hale.
And I'm Ella McClure. Thanks for tuning in.
Students interested in a career in education can connect with schools from all across Utah at Utah Tech's Education Hiring Fair. The event is open to education majors and faculty to create job opportunities with representatives from district, charter, and private schools. These schools will conduct on-site interviews, which will allow students to network, ask questions, and explore potential teaching positions. The fair will take place today in the Gardner Building from 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Construction is starting on the McDonald Building with an expansion adding up to 20,000 square feet. The project includes a renovation of the facility to support growing student population and will rehome the art department. This remodeling is said to cost around $22 million. The architects for this project are VCBO, with Zwick Construction serving as the contractor. The completion date is scheduled for July 2027.
Community members held a protest outside the St. George Musical Theater following the firing of its longtime artistic director, Bruce Bennett. Bennett has worked for the theater for 29 years. The protest came after the board announced a controversial rebranding, renaming it to Diamond Legacy Theater in honor of Chairman Diamond McPherson. Protesters say they're concerned about the transparency and the future direction of the establishment. Board member Christine Carter shares her perspective on the controversy.
I actually became associated with the theater back in 1991, and I have been involved with musical theater ever since. What's happening is we are still St. George Musical Theater. We are going to have a new building. So the name of the building is different, named after one of our great donors and someone who has served in St. George Musical Theater on the board or as a patron for years and years. We have grown through Bruce Bennett's vision, through Diamond McPherson's vision, through all of us who have seen what theater can do. Growth sometimes is hard. I feel that sometimes what happens when we are approaching an issue, we're approaching it through different perspectives. In my opinion, what that is going to take is us coming together and making sure that we maintain that culture of family within our own organization, our staff, our cast, and our patrons, our donors, and we'll continue so that we can be even bigger, even better than what we have been. I respect them gathering together to do what they think is right. And so even though we have some who are unhappy about the termination of Bruce Bennett, Bruce, along with everyone else, will tell you they want what's best for St. George Musical Theater. I hope that personal differences can be set aside to keep the vision of St. George Musical Theater as a place to educate the public, to hone our skills, to gather together, to create something new and wonderful.
Black History Month is being recognized across Utah Tech with events that celebrate Black culture, history, and community. One student organization leading those efforts is the Utah Tech Black Student Union. I spoke with a member of the club about their work and the impact it's having on campus.
Black Student Union, we're all about cultivating and like-minded goals of both the culture, interest, and empowering Black students and Blackness. So for Black History Month, we have 4 main events. We always have the kickoff. It's basically a dance party. We like to get lit for some people vibes, as well as we have a poetry slam, a cookout, which is basically a family reunion in a sense, and as well as a Night of Excellence gala. Just simply having it as a place to rejoice and kind of highlight the overall success of what it means to be a part of Black History Month and why we celebrate it, and kind of just understand the achievements of Black culture and Black students across our campus and, of course, the country. We're given the blessing to continue that same strength by providing events to our students who both engage and they kind of respect, and they like to vibe out. Who doesn't like to have fun? Personally, it means everything. I'm not going to lie to you, especially given that what was once Mesa kind of shut down. This is really all I have when it comes to finding somewhere that is meant for a person of myself, a person of color, a person of differences. I am both queer as well as Black, and I'm also a female at the end of the day. And so the whole point of BSU as a whole is to kind of continue that realness and excel beyond what we already know. It can be both educational as well as just excitement. So BSU is more so Black History Month every single day, as well as Black History Month once February does come around. A little bit of everything, you know.
Utah lawmakers are introducing a new bill aimed at improving electric bikes and off-road motorcycle safety. The bill will take effect on May 6th if approved. It would mandate safety education requirements and clarify regulations for higher speed electric bikes. Motorcycle fatalities in Utah increased by 32% in 2 years. Representative Paul Cutler says the new training regiment is where kids can learn about bike safety, learn the rules of what's allowed on a roadway, and what the traffic rules are that will make kids a lot safer on the roads. The changes are to take place as e-bike use continues to rise statewide.
A recent survey from PR Newswire shows 57% of Americans say Valentine's Day has become a celebration of many different types of relationships, and younger adults are the most likely to mark the occasion with friends. In St. George, there are several ways to do just that. The Running Center is hosting a Galentine's event tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. for anyone 14 and older. The St. George Arts Commission is hosting its annual Sweetheart Swing Dance on February 14th with live jazz music. You can scan the QR code on the screen to sign up.
Ella, do you ride e-bikes? I love riding e-bikes, especially around campus and around town.
I do. We actually have 2 e-bikes, but they are really dangerous. So I'm glad that this bill is being put in place for all those kids to keep them safe.
Of course. After the break, Gage Lesh will bring you the latest Trailblazer highlights.
Welcome to Utah Tech University. From classrooms to cliffs and lectures to lakes. Here, we celebrate active learning, active life. Our Trailblazers learn by doing, are career ready, and solve real problems with real partners to meet community needs. Here, students get the full college experience and choose from 300 affordable academic programs. All in one of the most stunning destinations on Earth. With this as your backyard, life is just as active as your education. Come experience active learning, active life at Utah Tech University.
Women's track and field had another record-breaking performance Saturday that included 2 first-place finishes. Junior Millie Rosake set a program record in the shot put with a mark of 10.11 meters, placing 8th overall. Senior Lainey Levitt took first in the high jump with 1.52 meters. Junior Avery Perriton took first in the 3,000 meter, finishing in 10 minutes, 39 seconds. The Trailblazers will travel to face Idaho State next week for a 2-day meet, February 13th. Looking ahead to the mound, Trailblazers softball is opening their 2026 campaign in Long Beach, California tomorrow at the Louisville Slugger Invitational. The Trailblazers will take on Oregon State University at 11 a.m., followed by Long Beach State at 4:30 p.m. I spoke with head coach Randy Simpkins on his expectations for the team heading into the season.
Compete at a high level in all 3 phases, fielding, pitching, and hitting. If we do that, I think we're going to have a chance to be really good. This team likes each other. They play hard for each other. They choose to hang out together. We've done a lot of teamwork stuff and team unity and mental performance stuff with some different people that we've worked with, and they've really bought into it. So they play hard. It's a fun bunch to go to work with every day. It's a fun bunch to go to practice with every day because they like to work hard.
I asked Coach on what this team needs to do to win for this upcoming season.
And our young kids are good. Our old kids are good. We have some seniors that have been around for 4 years that are really, really good. We have a lot of kids that can play multiple positions. We have a couple of pitchers that are going to hit, which doesn't really happen a whole lot. And one of them is, Sadie Phillips. Sadie Gardner is the tallest slapper in the country. She's 6'2" and runs 2.7 home to first, so she's ridiculously fast, and she's going to pitch a little bit for us this year. So that's probably one of the things that I'm most excited about is we have a lot of kids that have a team first mentality that are willing to, hey, coach, wherever you need me, I'll do it.
I asked Coach on what he will tell the team heading into the 2 games on Friday.
Play hard for each other. The thing that my college basketball coach used to tell us all the time: play hard, play smart, play together.
The Trailblazers will wrap up the Invitational on Sunday against the University of California, Santa Barbara at 1:30 p.m. Utah Tech men's basketball won their third straight game on the road against Tarleton State University, 65-59. Sophomore guard Noah Belonga put up a career-high 23 points and shot 4 for 5 from beyond the line. The Trailblazers will return to the Burns Arena tonight to face off against the University of Texas Arlington Mavericks at 7 p.m. Well, guys, the Super Bowl is just around the corner. The Patriots and the Seahawks will square off in a rematch. I'm going up north to watch the game with my brother, who's a big Seahawks fan. So, Ella, Abby, what are you guys doing for the big game?
Yeah, my uncle's also a huge Seahawks fan, so let's hope they take the home run and win the Super Bowl. But well, other than that, just eating some good food.
Hey guys, don't count out Bad Bunny. The halftime show is going to be the best part.
That's it for this week's edition of Sun News at Noon.
We will see you here next week, same time, same place.
Have a great week, Trailblazers.